Good evening and welcome to Warhammer Wednesdays. We've been away for a couple of weeks. Glad to be back. I am your Games Master, Jim, and this is my party of particular players. And we'll start this week with Aaron.
Hey everybody, I'm Aaron and I am playing Hagen Ritter von Delbers, the Sergeant Templar of the Order of the White Wolf, recently of Middenheim on a mission from Ulrich to help the halflings in the Mootland. I did not spend any experience last week because I was napping through most of the session.
On to Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Johann von Erfinder, the Human Master Engineer, and I spent my XP on cool because I thought I looked pretty cool standing over the knight while he was having a nap.
Okay. Mordek Dan.
Hey up, bygone. It'd be me, Mordek, pit fighter extraordinaire, and down deep and dirty Dowie. I ain't been spending any XP this week.
Excellent. And final but not least but not last but not least. Yeah, that's fine. Dan.
Everyone always hates on the elf. I don't understand why. Elves are amazing.
I like elves.
Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm playing Marin, who is now a magister an interrogator. Vigilant, that's it. Thank you for reminding me of my own character, which I'm definitely understanding how I'm doing. So far, I've failed miserably to cast any magic of any kind, so typical for Ilmarin to fail at most things he tries his hand at. But yes, and he's an elf, and everybody loves him. Oh, and he's a dwarf.
He did out, and he's a hell of a duelist too, even though he won't admit it.
Okay, so if you joined us last time, the party was travelling east to find. Just wrote it down. Oh yeah, I apologise if it's a little bit fractured. I've managed to lose my book of notes, so I've managed to watch a bit and take some down with the help of the players. Yeah, they're going east to find some into the eastern hills to find some wild spring water, arrowroot. That was in this part of the moot, and then they were still going to be looking for the petals from a filth flower, which grows in boggy areas. And a conch nut. Don't forget the conch nut. Okay. So, towards the end of last session, the party took in an old man and his grandson, Ogun and Zed. And yeah, they were protecting him from some bandits. And the old man decided he was going to help protect the group, and he stood up and made some mystical movements, and a portal has appeared in the fire, and a set of claws is coming through from the portal. Okay, and that's where we'll join it. So I'm forgetting what his name. Johann. Through the portal, you spot blue claws and pink claws, and more blue claws and more pink claws. And from out of this small portal comes 4 quite small, but not really tiny demons.
I immediately shoot one with my hold action.
Absolutely. 2 of them are pink and 2 of them are blue.
I will shoot one of the blue ones.
Excellent. Okay, so would you like to roll to hit, Mr.?
I'm assuming I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
I thought I might be.
I believe you readied your pistol, didn't you?
I had. My pistol was up and aimed.
Oh my God.
I'm going to use a fortune
Right.
point.
So for our viewers, Johan
Hey,
has managed to, on his first roll to roll a fumble and a misfire,
And then a critical.
and then a critical with his fortune point.
Talk about polar opposites.
Dislocated shoulder.
okay, so it takes a total of 18 wounds, including the ones from
Yeah.
the critical. And it's stunned as well. And remember, my gun ignores any non-metal armor.
Yeah.
And 1 point of anything that is or counts as metal.
So how much damage does it do? Sorry.
18.
18. Okay, so you blow a hole straight through it. Which were you shooting at? Blue.
A blue
or-
one.
A blue one. Okay. It spurts ichor everywhere and falls back through into the portal. Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure at what point in the round that was, but I know that was my held action.
Oh yeah. Well, I believe you're quite quick anyway.
Ish,
I-
not as quick as
I believe
most of the
Ilmarin-
party.
Yeah, Ilmarin and Mordek over the rise, shooting at some brigands, mutated brigands, I believe. Okay, so you two hear a gunshot from the camp area. Hagen, you hear a gunshot and you slowly come round. So next round, you'll be able to sort of start thinking about what you want to do. So these three creatures that are left come running at you. In fact, two of them come running at you. One of them erupts with fire.
I need an adult.
Okay, so swirling bolts of pink fire arc from this this thing's fingertips, and it causes reality to scream in anguish as these bolts sort of flicker up and then come towards you. So, let's see, stable. Could you take a wound of 6, please?
Does it ignore armor or anything?
No, but you are on a you are ablaze.
Do I get a test or anything to avoid being ablaze? Or do I just auto catch a blaze?
No, yeah. So you gain a +6 damage hit and gain +1 ablaze condition.
Holy crap, so just automatically on fire.
Yes.
Oh dear. How do I gain an ablaze condition on this? There's conditions or something.
Yeah, if you go to the effects tab,
Yeah.
there's an ablaze one.
Could you see that what I've just put up underneath?
Yeah, I'm just seeing how I apply it to my character.
Yeah, on the as Aaron said, on the effects tabs after combat.
Yeah, under like the fire symbol, if you left click on it, it'll give you 1 ablazed condition.
Oh, I see. Okay, I think I've done it.
Okay. One blue one comes rushing for you.
And Roger, you can remove a blaze condition, a blaze condition with a successful athletics test.
Athletics.
As your action, the fire.
As your action. So when it comes to you, you can.
Wow, marvelous. Don't shoot the nerd with fire, it's rude.
Ooh. It's pretty nasty if it builds up.
Oh yeah.
1d10 wounds, and then it gets +1 damage for every additional blaze condition.
Yeah, I mean, D10's bad enough. I'm not Hagen or Mordak.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Absolutely. We got this.
Okay. Oh, shit. But everything's set out nicely. Okay, so 2 of them rush at you.
The words I'm looking for here are balls.
So the first one attacks.
Now the question is, do they outnumber you? Because then
There's 2 of them. But the first one, he's attacking first, so I'm not going to use him as an outnumber.
Oh, so he fumbles.
He certainly does.
He hit himself in whatever his demonic crotch is.
Yeah. He squeals a little bit. Okay, and said, oh, he's a bit nasty. Oh, crikey. Yeah, well, at least I've got gym rolls anyway, so.
I need them.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move over to Ilmarin now.
How many mutants were left? Do we remember? I know that Mordak had seen to a couple with his axe, and I'd shot one in the face.
Yeah, I believe there's a couple left. A couple are sort of milling around. And so a couple of them look like they're running off. There's more of them showing themselves. But it was almost as if they were trying to badger rather than...
Okay. So does it look like they're all running off now, or are they?
No. There's a couple stuck behind rocks.
Okay, because I did one of my last action was I did successfully cast light, so there is now a light. Like we can now see. I mean, me and Mordak could see anyway. We can see in the dark, but I'll just shoot one.
It's a rocky sort of slope to a hill, and there's at least 3 or 4 rocky outcrops from the floor that have got some form of living thing behind them.
Let's see if I can make one of them less living.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I missed. It's a good start.
Wow, it's a dark day in Elftown.
No, I'm going to re-roll that with a fortune point. I'm not having that as my first roll of the night. It's outrageous. There we go. That's better. I hit them.
Yeah,
take 11 damage.
One of us sort of looks up, and just as he does, you catch him in his left leg.
It looped it over, and it came down on him.
He sort of jumps out from the side. He takes quite a bit of damage. So 3. Okay, he squeals out in pain. Mordak, you were down at a rock. You've seen this guy jump out from behind the rock. He's got a crossbow, but Ilmarin has managed to skewer him through the left leg with an arrow.
Is he still alive?
Oh yeah. He sort of.
Is that the only one left?
No, there's a couple more down there.
I will charge the couple more.
Okay.
So I get my Talents.
You leap over the top of the rock, and there's two of them crouched behind it. One of them has like a star as a head.
A star?
Yeah, he's got like a
tattooed, or it is an actual star?
No. His actual head is the shape of a star. Yeah, and he's got like 2 points from his chin, and he's got 2 points where his ears should be. In fact, the points have got holes in as well, and he's got a point on top. And the point on top has a little eye, so he does have 3 eyes as well. And his mate, who has the face of a pig.
Yeah, Mordok, you definitely have to kill these guys because star-headed people, that's just not right.
Yeah, I mean, dwarves have a very dim view of mutants, just like humans do.
Okay. What? Hold on.
You can't even reverse a 6.
Shit.
And it's a +1 strength because of
you
my.
can, it becomes 60.
But you still hit.
Yeah.
And I'm at +1 strength because of my relentless, because I charge, so I have +1 strength. So that's
Oof.
I
You
think
gain
might
a few more there, don't you? Yeah, you
Oh,
basically. So I'm not even gonna yeah, you've you cop him in the right arm, and the axe keeps going into his chest and out the other side. You've just caught it like the sweet spot, really, as he sort of looks shocked at you and slides off your axe.
Can I attack the next one?
Yes, you can do. Yes.
I assume I am not charging anymore.
Maybe you gain a thingy bob. What's it called?
Advantage.
That's the one.
Winning the last combat.
Still dual wielding. Okay. That's right.
So.
And then the next one would be a 58, so that would still hit as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your axe bites him into him.
So that would be 8, 14.
Yeah. You feel where your axe sort of went straight through the other one. It sort of almost hit something. He's not wearing a lot of armor, but it's as though his skin was a little bit harder. It don't bite as deep as you'd have expected, and he's still there. He looks a bit rough, but he's still there.
But you do gain another advantage.
Yes. Okay, it is their go. So he is going to have an attack back at you, Mordek.
Okay. Is this the one, the star-headed one I killed, right? Is this the? Or is
This is pig face.
Pig face.
Oh, did you miss Aaron and I because you jumped from Ilmar into Mordek?
No. I did you guys first, and I've just dealt with those two, and then I'm going to come back over to you guys again.
Because we're quite far apart at this point in time.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you going to try and block?
Yes.
I'd imagine parrying's better for you than dodging.
Combat.
Wow.
And gain advantage.
Yeah, you block it and gain advantage. Okay, so the one back at you, Ilmarin, he he shoots his bow back at you. It's a crossbow, but I'm going to call it a bowhead.
Ouch.
Oof, okay, he hits. And another one jumps out as well, and he shoots through his bow.
It's not very nice.
That one misses.
So I take 1 point of damage because I soak 7. So
yeah.
You always take 1, don't you?
Take
Correct.
that marginal, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back into the camp now. Okay, Hagen is coming around, and you sort of see what's going on. There are 2 demonic pink and blue things on an on-fire Johan.
Well, I mean, that's basically next to him because I'm stood over Hagen.
Yeah. And there is one by the fire who is literally on fire. And you noticed that these pink fiery bolts came from this creature and hit Johan, who is now quite ablaze. And
So
you don't know what sort of makes you think of it, but the first thing you look at as you get up is one of Johan's pouches. And even though it's not on fire at the moment, there's just something that bothers you about it.
And you're like, God, what a way to wake up. Oh, Johan, you're on fire, man. And Hagen lurches up, uses his momentum to swing Hammerzite around to try to hit the little demon that's on fire.
Okay.
And based on his rolls from last time, this could go poorly. I did okay.
Or not.
Slamming into its left leg for
28 damage.
Yeah.
28 points of damage.
Yeah, you basically knock it back through the portal that's still there, with a splat.
Am I within swinging range of the other 2 that are on Johan?
I mean, you should be. As you stood up, you were next to them.
If so, I'm going to sacrifice my advantage and enact my Furious Assault talent and strike again.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
So, all of this creature's attacks are magical. Roll a d10 after each blow is received. If the creature rolls higher than the target number, or higher, the blow is ignored, even if it's a critical.
Ooh.
Should the creature be reduced to 0 wounds?
Does that apply to magical attacks as well?
Yeah.
So obviously Hagen's got a magic hammer.
Yeah. But, roll 1d10 after each blow is received. The creature was it. So, do you know what the target number is there?
It'll be 9. I guarantee it'll be 9 because it's siege. Unless it's a special demon.
No, you've smashed it to pieces and knocked it back through the portal. That'll do for me.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Johan.
Then he'll sacrifice the advantage he got
Okay.
to swing using my Furious Assault talent to swing Hammerzite again at the other pink one.
Okay.
Hitting him in the right arm.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Oh, he did so well as well.
Yeah, not too bad.
Only 18 damage.
18.
Okay.
I think its target number, if I remember rightly, is the number of its god. So Zinch is 9. Urgle 6, or is that Khorne? I can't remember. No, Khorne's 8. Slanesh is 7. They each have like a sacred number,
Yeah.
and each is 9.
Which kind of sucks.
And it's not 9 or higher, it is literally 9. From what I remember.
Okay. You smack it and it smashes it.
Death blow's a thing.
Is it dead, Jim?
It certainly is. Oh no, it's not. No, it's just hanging in there
Oh,
for dear life.
no death blow then.
No death blow.
Okay. Right. It splits. And there are 2 blue ones where it used to be. Okay.
It's gonna get dicey.
So when do I do the athletics test?
Now.
Now, sure, action. You're still on fire.
I'm going to fortune.
Hey.
All right.
Can I then shoot it?
No, it's your action to get
It's your
it.
action to
Oh.
get out of.
It's basically a kind of a stop, drop, and roll sort of scenario, or a pat yourself off.
Yeah, it even says that if you're in an area that's full of like, if you happen to be in an oil field or something like that, you don't stop, drop, and roll because you're on fire.
That would be a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Okay. So there are now 3 blue ones. There's 1 blue one on you, and there's 2 blue ones on Hagen. So the one blue. Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say. Remember, Hagen has combat mastery, so he counts as 2 people. So he has to be outnumbered by more than 4. Or 4
That's
or
cool.
more.
So the one on Johan.
Eek.
Oh.
I'm going to use another fortune point. No, I still failed.
Oh.
Some rerolls would be great.
So what's that? 9 points of damage.
Yeah. So I take a wound and lose my
Okay.
advantage. Boom.
Okay. And the 2 on on Hagen. First one. Ooh.
Don't cheer. You know you're not going to get through.
Yeah.
Oh!
I will. I'll spend a fortune point to re-roll that.
Oh my word! I stand corrected. No, there you go.
But barely.
Yes. And the second one. The second one lights up in flame.
Oh, crap.
Blue flame this time. Okay, so take a 3 damage hit.
Who?
Okay, so we shall do odds. Hagen. Odds Hagen, evens Johan. Did that roll?
You did a
5.
weapon skill test.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
make
a
that.
5 above it.
5 above it. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it's Hagen. So take a 3 damage hit and gain 1 +1 blaze condition.
least I'd imagine Hagen would be relatively good at athletics.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
A bit better than the nerd.
Okay, we go back upon the hill to where there is an elf and a dwarf.
We killed everybody yet.
Okay, there's two of them standing
Let's not
about on
try
the
and
rock.
show off in front of the humans.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just making sure that I need to shoot at someone. I'm going to shoot the one I shot in the leg because he shot at me. And
Okay.
it wasn't very nice. Didn't you say some more jumped out? Did someone else shoot at me?
Another one had jumped out from the
Another
other
one
side of the
jumped,
rock and shot you as well. So there's two shooting at you, and then Mordex jumped over the rock.
And
You've seen a bit of a splatter and part of the body fell out, and then he's sort of gone down again and hit.
I'm going to assume Mordek's absolutely fine. He's a Dowie. They're tough as nails, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, I shot one.
Okay.
I shot the one that was already wounded.
Yeah. And yeah, he takes an arrow to the body and he knocks him to the floor, and he doesn't get back up. He coughs a little bit of blood out of his mouth.
That's right.
Okay. You notice that his tongue as he coughs is like long and pink, but really long and pink. Mordek.
Okay. I'm going to go for pig face. Who I believe I have already attacked once. I'm not charging. Oh, no, what's that? That'll do.
Oh,
Ooh.
Almost.
impressive.
Not quite.
Yeah. You still sink your axe into him, and
Twice.
he slides off it. And
That's a 9 damage and an 11 damage.
yeah, he's not getting back up.
There's none near me now, is there? I can't follow
Nope.
up that
And
attack.
from what
So
you can see up on your rock, there is no more. Only the one that's that
Jumped
Ilmar
out.
got in his sights.
Well, I'll start heading towards that if Ilmarin beats me to it. That's fine.
So he shoots at you, Ilmarin.
I'm not surprised.
Goes way above your head. Okay.
Most things do.
I'm going to stay with the party on the hill because there's only one of them left. Ilmarin.
Okay, here we go. Can I? Elbow. Lines up his shot. Ah, I'm going to use my last fortune point because I want to kill this guy.
You can just give yourself +1 success level.
No, I want more successes so I can kill him in one shot.
Did you not see how much damage you did?
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Go for the reroll. Have fun.
It's about pride at this point. I can't have the Dowie. There we go. That's better.
You actually did less damage doing that
How?
because you've got the damaging quality. So it took the 8 from your 78. That's
Yeah,
why
but-
I said use a fortune point to give yourself.
Yeah, but wouldn't that have changed my thing anyway, wouldn't it? Anyway, I shot it. I re-rolled. I got +7.
Lovely jubbly.
15 damage.
Yeah, well. Oh, he's still up.
No! No!
I will charge him and hack him to bits if I mage him.
I'm outraged by this course of action.
Go for it.
So I'm charging.
I'm outraged by this.
Astounding success. +1 strength on both my attacks because of my
So an 18 and a 15.
an 18 and a
cleave
15.
You cleave him in twain. Yeah, he looks shocked as he sees you jump back.
How
into
many
the
hit points did he have left, Jim, before Mordek did that?
Please tell me it
He
was
had
1.
Kill steal.
If you'd have done my way, Dan, you'd have killed him.
I mean, I thought it would change my score thingy, so I don't care. I re-rolled it. I got +7. It was a very impressive shot.
Oh, it was.
Was an
I'm
impressive
not denying
shot,
that.
as
That was
it
a good shot.
landed in him, and then
We take a trip back into the camp, where there are 3 blue horrors, 2 on Hagen and 1 on Johan. And Hagen is on fire. Okay, so Hagen, I believe that you move first.
Hagen will spend a resolve point to remove the ablaze condition.
Poor Jim.
God,
And well, I did have to spend a resolve point to do it. So
Yeah, that is quite
and
nasty.
then Hagen will, since he didn't have to move, he's going to swing Hammerzite at one of the blue horrors, bringing it down as hard as he can on the head at the moment for 24 points of damage. We'll make that 28 points of damage.
It's just ridiculous.
Unless he rolls a 9 on a D10.
That's true, unless he rolls a 9.
True.
It does say there, demonic 9+.
Oh, 9 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plus. So 9 or
So-
10.
No.
Woo!
Flat.
Okay. He
So is-
splatters.
Okay, so then using my Furious Assault, since I didn't move, I don't have to use my advantage. I just swing Hammerzite again at the other blue one next to him.
Okay.
Critical hit,
Wow.
You don't need to roll that.
13.
Okay. So he'll try and block it. Right, where are we?
Can he even block a +8? That's
It could crit, I suppose.
true.
It won't
Could
block the
counter
attack,
crit.
but it would still crit.
Nope.
No.
Okay,
Right.
so he takes
He's got a chance for a 9+.
Yeah, I think
true.
he needs a 9.
okay, 23, 25,
Yeah.
27 points of damage.
He's definitely. Oh,
And then using the death blow rules, Hagen will move
Squash
over his
the
corpse and swing at the last one.
Okay.
Johan gets his deck chair.
I don't have 21 advantage. I have 2 advantage. Okay.
And don't forget you get +20 for outnumbering now.
Put that in. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Just roll a 9, did you?
It's possible he can get better than
Actually, yeah,
+7.
that's true. He could crit. I suppose
That's
it's
true. Good crit and decapitate me.
No.
But he didn't.
Now he needs to roll a 9+.
Yeah, 26 points of damage
And it is dead.
to the body. Hammerzite comes around and caves in his little demon chest.
As you cast your eye over the scene, you notice
Is
the
the
old man
still there?
is lying on the floor, ablaze in pink fire.
What about the
And
sun?
the young
Grandson.
boy is ablaze in blue fire. But
Okay.
there is a round circular hole above the fire.
I'm going to
It
shoot the
seems
old
to be
man.
throbbing energy.
I'm going to kind of back away a bit and then shoot the old man.
Okay.
Because no, I don't like it. 17 damage.
Yeah, okay. It thuds in. It doesn't make a sound. Just squelches. You
Does that
guys
any
do
eff-
another bang. Mordek and Elmarin.
Does it have any effect on the portal above him?
No.
Then Hagen will pull off his cloak and try to put the fire out that's on the boy.
Okay.
I think it's going to burn your cloak, dude.
It's okay. He's an Ulrich kind of guy. So athletics or something else?
Yeah, make an athletics roll. A hard athletics roll.
Okay. Ooh,
Imagine
minus-
Mordek and Ilmarin
minus
slowly
20.
making their way
Okay.
back, arguing.
Nope, that's a failure.
Okay. Yeah, your cloak catches fire. Right, bud. It is ablaze.
Hagen tosses his cloak up through the portal.
Okay. It
And then
goes through
he-
the portal, disappears.
Then
Can
heaves
I
the-
throw water on the fire?
You can do, but from where?
We've got like water skins and things. I'm gonna
Yeah. So-
douse the campfire.
Okay. So you eventually put water on it. You find water and put it on it. And yeah, it lots and lots of smoke comes off it, but the portal is still hovering there above what was once a fire, now shrouded in smoke. And
Okay,
you
I
can
backed the hell
Screams
off.
of anguish, tortured souls, as it flickers pink and flickers purple and flickers blue and then yellow.
and the old man is dead and the kid is burnt to a crisp.
Yeah,
I throw
They're
the bodies
but
through
they're
the portal.
both still burning.
Try to grab him and chuck him through the portal. See if that severs the link.
Okay, make me a difficult athletics roll for each one.
Okay. Okay, his first one was good.
Yeah, you pick the boy up and chuck him through.
And the second one for the old grandfather. Also good.
Yeah, he goes through. The portal still throbs with energy.
Well, Hagen's out of ideas. He backs up. No, Marin.
Yeah, I'll just be holster my pistol that I've used a couple of times and unholster the other one and point it at the portal from a distance.
Magister Vigilant, your skills are in need.
At this point, Ilmarin's like, and you didn't need to kill that one. I clearly shot him. There was no need to do that. Damn it, Mordek. And then just the camp's ablaze. There's fires everywhere. See what happens when we're not.
Yeah, can't leave
See-
them alone for 1 minute.
Can't leave these young ones around for 1 minute. Jim, I'm assuming I clearly see this now flaming portal.
Can you both make me a perception roll, please?
Sure.
No. My
Let me just
perception is
let me
cool.
just turn off my advantage. Sorry, just bear with me 2
Oh, yeah,
seconds.
hold on.
Otherwise, I'll be very perceptive. No.
Hagen,
It's all on Mordek
Everyone?
now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
hold
do
on,
we
hold
get to make one?
on. Not on 20, I'm not.
I believe in you.
Hagen got a marginal success.
okay.
I got
Mordek!
a +4 successful.
Success!
All of a sudden, something smells really rancid. Really, really rancid.
Is it the elf?
It's definitely a dwarf.
You've smelt this
It's probably the door.
smell before. Just give me 2 minutes. I just need to go and do something quickly. Yeah. And this smell is coming from the portal.
I don't like it.
Is it eggy? Is it like brimstone?
Is this the time that we just
Sulfur.
leg it? You know what? Nope.
Technically, it's not our problem. It's in Halfling lands. Let's just go.
This is why you shouldn't travel with a knight, because you know Hagen's going to stay and try to deal with it. He is nothing but
If
trouble.
you stay, I've got to stay because I can't let you find
It's all right,
alone.
Hagen. You've got this one. Johan says as he rides into the distance.
2 weeks later, the Empire fell because a portal opened in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, I've only just started wizarding things. I don't really think I have anything to close portals with.
Oh no, yeah.
Do you have the ability to
doomed.
dispel things? I don't know.
I wondered that earlier when the magic was being cast. I had a look. I don't have a talent for dispel, so unless it's like a reaction.
Good question. I know counter magic does exist. I just don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a familiar smell.
Is it a smell? Where have we smelled it before?
Oh yeah.
Mordek
So
will genuinely smell his armor.
Dan, it's an extended language magic test, apparently.
Okay.
Opposed language magic test.
And when your success levels reach the challenge number of the ongoing spell, you dispel it.
Right. Okay.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, this really, really putrid, rancid smell.
Can we place where we had smelled it before from?
With my 4 success levels, do I remember where it was?
It smells a bit sewery,
Oh no.
but a lot worse.
Oh shit balls! Under Middenheim.
Yeah.
Greater Nurgle demon.
Why would we smell Nurgle with Zinj? That makes no sense. I'm done trying to make sense of this.
I'm not trying to make sense of chaos.
Jim, can I attempt to close the portal?
Ilmarin, turn it off.
I don't know how.
You can make me a magic roll.
Channeling.
Language
Or
magic.
Language
Language
magic.
magic.
You know who? No, I can't. I can't do it, guys. It's not normal.
Ilmarin just stands there and shakes his head and just says, "Oh, it's bad."
We figured it was bad, Elmara. But you do that hoodoo that you do and make that go away.
Well, Myron has gone bye-bye, everyone. Has anyone else got any bright ideas?
The screams of anguish stop, and all you can hear is a loud thudding, as if big, heavy footsteps are gaining ever closer to you.
Ilmarin, turn it off.
I'll make another attempt.
Are there any other... Oh, no, sorry.
No, Imari can't turn this off. He's trying.
Use your reroll.
I have no rerolls.
Oh, no, you don't have a reroll.
I've used my fortune points.
You get
you've got a reroll now.
Back.
You've just been given a reroll.
Yeah.
I will attempt to re-roll it. Yay! I pass. I got 2 success levels. Can I close the portal?
For your rerolls.
Right.
Thank you very much.
There is something keeping this portal open.
It's now a battle of wills.
It isn't like a spell that can be cancelled. There is something keeping the portal open.
Are there like any objects on the ground or like symbols or anything that...
Make me a very difficult perception roll.
I will tell people that there might be an item or something around. Oh, sorry, I forgot. That doesn't matter. I failed even before putting the modifiers on.
Okay. How you gonna try?
Did you say very hard or difficult?
Very
Sorry,
hard.
for what?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow, we have no
Can I move around the outside of the camp and continue looking for something?
Yep.
Perception roll. I can do it.
For just a minute, around the camp, the smoke seems to follow you, but then you just realise it's the wind and the smoke. There's nothing sinister about it.
Oh, trying to pass a very hard perception roll is not an easy task.
Hagen at this point is he just stands with Hammerzite in front of the portal, figuring that this is where it ends. He's like, "Come, Mordek,
can you make
together
a bomb?
we can stop this."
Can you make a bomb?
Not in the next 10 seconds.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and Mordek's going to go and stand in the port next to. Hagen
Can I
and
check where
start gearing himself up with testing weapons and making sure armor's in place.
Can I check where the old man's body was? And the son's body?
Yep.
See if they dropped
Make
anything.
me a challenging perception roll.
I'm going to use one of my re-rolls.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to attempt to shoot a magical dart through the portal.
Ilmarin, look here, and I'll point in the area of where they were, because you
My
can see in the
cast
dark.
succeeded. I shot a magical dart through the portal.
It grows bigger.
Go! Man was like, that potentially didn't work as I
Ilmarin,
had
Mordek,
planned.
look here, I'll say, gesturing around where the people were.
Okay.
Squinting
Actually,
in the
do you know what?
darkness.
Jim, can I use second sight to
Yes.
perceive winds of magic to see what is tethering to the portal potentially on the other side?
Yes, you can.
Then I shall do that. It's just a thing. It's just a talent. So I'm now using second sight. Can I see what's tethering?
So there's a black mark on the floor that is about the size of a young boy. And near one of the stones in the dirt, there is something there that it's tethered to.
Okay, I'm going to go over to that.
Okay. You sort of have a look down and you see an object about so big. And it is a star. The star has 8 points, but it has been, it's sort of, it's pivoted, and it's been opened up, and it sort of closes in on itself as well. So that the what was the 8 points are now inward and connecting with each other.
Hagen, hammer. And I point it out clearly to Hagen.
Hagen pivots and
Is
swings
it
hammers
over
right
where
down
I
on
am?
it.
Oh, okay. I was going to put a bullet in it if Hagen wasn't there.
Okay, go for it. You bring Hammerzite down.
This won't go poorly, I'm sure.
Don't roll a fumble.
As he smashes Ilmarin's foot.
Did okay.
Okay, you hit it and it shatters. And as it shatters, the portal sort of screams and then implodes in on itself. The stench that was from it still lingers round. And you
Well
have to
done,
feel
Ilmarin.
like you are being watched by someone, Ilmarin.
Can I actually see anybody?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to chalk it up to yet another chaos interaction. We have way too many chaos interactions.
Hagen claps Ilmarin on the shoulder. Thank Ulrich for your senses, my friend. Otherwise, I believe that might have been the end of us.
Yeah, Ilmarin like kind of stands tall now. He's like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, and I meant to do all of this. No, thank you, Hagen. Yes, well, needs must when we're dealing with the taint of chaos. So that is now my duty.
Reload my pistol.
Okay.
And shoot to look back at Mordek and goes, you stole it.
So, you stood on top of this hill, smoke drifting from your once warm fire. And
I feel like we're going to move
Johan,
camp.
you feel particularly dirty, even though everything's gone now. There's definitely some sort of, there's no corruption, but there's definitely some sort of taint left here.
Certainly smells like taint.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on from this spot. We couldn't camp here even if we were exhausted at this point.
However, what I would say, my friends, is a good day for order, for we have dispatched mutants and demons.
Aye. In Ulrich's name, we have succeeded in that. I'm sure that this is the worst that our journey to the Greenleaf Hills has to offer.
Johan face palms when he says that.
Even Ilmarin looks quizzically at him and thinks,
Mordek
Don't-
just shakes his head.
Don't tempt Ranald.
Out of character, Aaron sticks his fingers up at the GM and says, "There's nothing that you can throw at us that we can't handle."
Oh no, Hagen is just that naive to believe that it's all going to turn out okay as long as they have faith in Ulrich.
Even though you're the only one that really follows Ulrich.
It's true, but he has hopes for the rest of you.
"Well, I
Okay.
suppose we shall make our way from this camp, and very quickly, I hasten to add."
Yeah, it's about 1 a.m. So,
Yeah,
What-
hearty
what
plug
fun.
from my wineskin.
are you planning to just move away and make another camp, or are you going to travel through the night?
Move away and make another camp, I think.
Okay.
Travel for like
Yeah,
half an
and
hour
We've got
to get
we
good
don't-
distance.
We can
Okay.
use that. We can sleep under the wagon. We don't have to make a proper camp.
Okay.
We can just park it up and sleep under that.
Yeah, we'll just move away for like half an hour so we've got some good distance.
Wait,
Yeah.
does that mean Ilmarin have to sleep closely to Mordek if we all crammed under a wagon?
Unless you want to sleep away from the wagon.
Absolutely. I'm going to sleep on top of the wagon. I'm going to sleep in the wagon, not underneath it on the ground. Even then, I probably can still smell Mordek, but you know.
It smells of fish stew.
You were never able to get out.
No,
Ilmarin's definitely not sleeping in the
it's
wagon. either.
stained into the wood, mate.
Ilmarin's going to climb a nearby tree and set on a nice branch.
Oh,
Just
that's
a-
fine, because nothing bad
He's a
will ever
wood
be in
elf.
the trees.
Yeah, Hagen's
Right.
still hoping that we can stop somewhere and get a full night's rest because he's still fairly beat up from
Yeah.
the jabber scythe and everything else that's happened in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I check Hagen over for the injuries he suffered from the demons?
Of course you can. Yeah, his arm was a bit black in parts, but it's not damaged. It soon polishes up.
I wish to aid my friends' sleep by playing them a lullaby.
You
I don't do a
heal
good lullaby.
8 wounds, Hagen,
Oh, thanks. I'm back to full.
courtesy of my intelligence bonus. Now look at my own nicks as well. I heal exactly nothing, even with my intelligence bonus. That'll do nothing. Luckily, it's not more than 5 success levels, because then I'd hurt myself.
They always tell you as a doctor you should never self-medicate.
Well, who else is going to do it?
Hagen can give it a shot. He's not the best healer in the world, but he can give it a shot if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I just poked it. Ow. Wonder if this will do it. Poke. Ow.
Ilmarin's looking down
Yeah,
from
that's
his,
okay.
his perch in the tree and he's
Hey,
looking
that'll do
down and just
So
seeing
that's,
these two humans smother each other and touch each other's wounds is a bit weird.
so that's 6 wounds healed with my intelligence bonus.
Excellent.
Thomas, thank you. Is anyone else injured? I will ask.
Not enough
I
to
am fine.
not enough to warrant
I
having a
don't
human
think I
touch me.
have taken a scratch.
I'm just going to go to sleep then.
Likewise, also going to go to sleep and then just heal wounds as per sleeping. There
Okay.
you go.
So, are you posting a watch?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Mara had
After
the
the-
last watch and it was way too exciting, so he's actually going to take some rest.
I've
for a change.
already done my watch, I think.
Hagen will take
Rest-
the next watch.
The rest of the
I'll
night
take the last
is
one.
without incident.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ilmarin, as you sort of meditate or whatever you do instead of sleep, you're convinced that you're being followed by a creature with its eye sockets extending towards you as parts of the creature come from so many different other creatures, all sewn together, and it's following you, forever watching you.
I don't like it. Yes. So it's not real. It's obviously in my mind. So Marin just believes that something chaotic is playing here and something that we don't understand yet. But we will, and we will destroy it. I'm not going to tell the others, though. Not yet, anyway. Not until there's something tangible to tell them. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue meditating, sleeping, trying to avoid these horrible thoughts of mutated creatures following me.
So the next day, you get up and you travel again, and it goes without incident. Very quiet day, but all day, Ilmarin, you're convinced that someone is watching you all the time. Really uncomfortable.
I continue to scan and look using both second sight and normal sight.
Yeah.
I assume nothing ever appears.
No.
Then there's nothing there. It's just all in my mind.
And in the distance, you can see the hills of what are the eastern hills of the moot. And you notice from the horizon, you can see a small village or hamlet or small town coming up at the foot of the hills.
Well, my friends, perhaps they can help guide us to where we can find this wild water spring and arrow roots in the area.
With the greatest respect, every time we try and get aid, or we go into a village, or we let people sit by our fire, something bad happens. Are we saying we can't find water and arrowroot on our own?
Well, I think it's very specific wild spring that we have to find.
Where is it? We've got to find the conch nuts again. Is that somewhere else?
That's just
Somewhere
random,
else.
isn't it? I
That's
think
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was no
common.
defined location for the conch nuts.
I have to say, I do kind of agree with Ilmarin. The next time someone asks to join us by the fire, I'm tempted to put a bullet through their head.
Johan.
Bygone, I agree. From here on in, no more visitors at our campfire.
I can get behind that. We turn them away, but unless they attack
Politely.
us, we don't kill fellow travelers on the road. That makes us nothing better than brigands.
As you get ever closer to this town, you can spot like people milling around, probably halflings. But as you get closer, these people start to like disappear, not from sight, but they seem to have like gone into the buildings and almost as if they've seen you coming and are quite scared.
Do we see
said
an
brigands
inn
have been here.
Aye, that's true, Mordek. Well,
What was that? He was the Black
Blackfoot bandit, yes.
Perhaps Ilmarin can use some of his vocational charms on the halflings.
Are any of them like
Go
looking
play your
out the
loot,
window?
Ilmarin. They seem to like that.
As you get close, there's a little sign that just simply reads Ham Hill.
Uh-huh. Are any of them looking out of a window or like even like?
You think you catch sight of a bit of curtain twitching going on, but
Ilmarin starts doing
twitch.
some flicks, trying to make himself extra attractive.
But yeah, there's no one about, and there's quite a nice little sort of tavern come in the middle, and it's got just quite a nice painted sign, and it's just simply called the Hairy Toe.
Is there a well in town?
Is there a well? Well, no, there's not. Yes, there is.
I'm going to go knock on the door of the Hairy Toe.
Refill the water skin that I emptied.
Okay.
The
The door of the Hairy Toe is open.
Okay, excellent. I shall poke my head in. Hello? Is he busy?
Hi, can I help you?
Is the door at our height, or is it halfling height?
It's at halfling height.
I assumed I was leaning down into it. Good day to you, Tavern Master. We're looking for some information, and I always know that inns are the very best place to get information.
What would you want to know?
We're looking for some wild water and arrowroot.
You'll
Told it's
find
found in these
up in the
parts.
hills.
Just up in the hills randomly, or is there as good as location? I can't. Imaran like fiddles out a map.
Obviously, you'll need permits to go up in the hills, but
and who might we venture to get these said permits?
our town lord, he signs permits off for travel.
Oh, okay. Well, I thank you for your time.
Lots of bad things the other side of them hills, so we have to be careful.
Well, that makes absolute sense. Always be cautious. Always be cautious. And he flicks him a silver shilling for his help.
Generous.
Ilmarin doesn't know what human money's worth.
Can I get you a jug of ale?
Not for me, but I have a dowie friend who would most likely have that ale and enjoy it. So by all means, pour away, my good fellow. Dick, there's an ale in here for you.
Yep, the day is brightening up.
Don't say I don't give you anything. Then I'll go speak to Johan and Hagen. We need to go get some permits to travel over the hills. Quite frankly, I thought it was probably best that Mordek was in there drinking than in a room where we might need to talk to some lordly characters.
Probably wise.
Did you get a location where we can find this town burgermeister or?
No, bear with me. He runs back inside. Where can I find this gentleman that I need to speak to about permits? What building is he in?
He lives up at the old mayor's house.
The old mayor's house. Thank you very much.
And
Is
where's
that the
that?
top of the hill?
Path up into the foothills. You'll eventually come to it before you actually enter the foothills.
He flicks him another silver shilling. Keep the ale flowing from my friend. We'll be back, Mordek. You enjoy yourself. Unless you want to come too. We're just going to go talk to someone.
How far is it?
It's only 10 minutes up the track.
What could possibly go wrong? Let's go, my
Oh,
friends.
you had to say it.
Filial purpose there.
Stop tempting Ranald.
Hagen has all the faith in the world in Ilmarin and Johan and Mordek. He knows everything's going to be just fine.
Just peachy. Yeah, well then I have the directions. It's on the mayor's thing up there on the hills. We just go up this path.
And Ilmarin, and what's the name of the gentleman we're going to see?
He is Lord Hugo LaRue.
There you go. Thank you very much again, kind sir. It's very helpful. That's why I like halflings.
He's a very kind man, but don't cross him.
We don't intend on crossing him, good sir.
No. We can't afford to lose any more children, so...
What's happening with your children, good sir?
Why did you say that?
Those disappeared.
Dan.
When?
Well, if things go wrong in Hamhill, we wake up in the morning and there's a child missing.
Do you have any idea who's taking your children?
No, but the Lord says that we have to be good halflings, else, he doesn't want any of our children to go missing, and he says if we're not good halflings, then children might go missing again.
What constitutes being a bad halfling, if you don't mind me asking?
Paying our taxes on time, and
is this Lord a halfling?
No. He came to visit the mayor, and the mayor left, and he took over from the mayor.
The mayor is most likely dead at this point in time.
Is he human?
Yeah, he's big, and yeah, he's got a weird accent, but he's a lovely man. And
Is
he
the accent kind of? Ugh?
Did
you say some kind of Sylvanian accent?
No, he looks like your friend there, and he points at Hagen.
Very interesting. Well, his armor's red. Well, we'll go talk to your Lord Hugo LaRue, and we'll see if we can't also find what's happened to your children in the process, good sir. You have my word as a knight of Ulrich.
Okay, well, but yeah, as long as your actions don't make our children go missing.
We will endeavor to help you not bring harm to your doors.
And it won't be long till it gets dark, and yeah, you don't want to go traveling up into their mills at night, especially like how close it is to the east.
Is there some place that we can arrange for lodging for the night then?
I'm sure Lord LaRue will put you up, or maybe I'll let you stay in one of the. But we can't put strangers up. That'll anger the Lord.
Completely understand, sir. We'll take it up with Lord LaRue. I'm sure that we'll find a way to make an arrangement with him.
I mean, if we get permits from the Lord, can we stay here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I could do with the custom, really. I hardly sell any ale now.
Okay, well, we shall head up the hill then, I guess.
I think Ilmarin, that perhaps Mordek should accompany us after all.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Yes. Now, and Ilmarin starts flicking through all of those contracts and bits and pieces we had given from us and whoever we were doing. Is LaRue one of the names of the bad guys one of the many bad guys we would potentially have to deal with to get into the Wizard's Tower? No, it was not. Okay, that's fine. just suddenly occurred to me that it might be. Okay.
But we have run across bad guys wearing red armor in the past.
Yes.
Hagen says that, and you're reminded of a Bretonnian camp.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And an ogre without his genitalia.
Yes.
Yeah, but I remember clearly there was a knight in red armor, and he was very large.
What was
She?
She, that's right.
Yep.
She.
What was
right.
What was her name? Can we remember?
That's like.
I mean, for us, it's been a long time, but for our characters, it's not.
It's 2 notebooks ago. I can find out by next session.
you can't quite put your finger on it because the GM's lost his notebook at the moment.
So okay, well, I guess we're going to venture up the hill and go meet this alleged lord and make somebody's problems our problems.
Okay, as you get to the outskirts of the village, you sort of, there's a graveyard, small but quite nice sort of graveyard, little fence around it, and some nice sort of wooden plaques and bits of stone, nice like carved stone. And that, but you notice that there's lots of holes where the grave should be.
I don't like where this is going.
Jim, can I use second sight around the graveyard to see if there's any magic that's been used in said graveyard or any residual magic?
There is a black magic been used here.
Necromancy. Excellent.
Yeah.
My friends, I believe we have stumbled in once again. I don't know how we do it, but to trouble. These
Ulrich guides us against the enemies of the Empire.
you say Ulrich, I say we're unlucky. However, these graves were not always empty, and I hate to say it, they weren't necessarily dug up, and they didn't necessarily leave of their own volition.
Can we-
As you look at it, you realise that they don't look like the holes have been dug, but rather something dug the way out.
Can we see any indication of after these things pulled themselves out of their graves where they went? Like, did they go marching off
Up into the hills?
Of course
That's
they
fantastic. That's good. They'll be all together for us to smite.
I'm just going to glance at Elmarin when Hagen says that.
It is our divine given purpose, my friends, to strengthen the Empire through the hammer of Ulrich, the gun of the engineers, and the duelist skills of our Magister Vigilant.
You slowly make your way up the trail, and you can see up to the right-hand side where this trail is sort of curling round to. It forks. There's a path that goes up towards this large building, or it goes to the left up into the hills some more. I take it you're following towards the house. As you get closer to it, you see quite a sort of high, not fence, but railings around the building itself. And there seems to be a big tent put up in the grounds of this house. The house just looks like a big cottage, but I mean, when I say a big cottage, it looks like a huge cottage. You can definitely tell that it's halfling architecture. But yeah, it's just very, very big. And there's just something that makes you feel uneasy. And you can see that there's a pair of guards on the gate as well.
Elmarin, do you want to approach the guards, or would you prefer that I do it?
Let's try and keep this diplomatic, at least for the time being, but I fear that your skills will be needed very shortly. And I approach the guards, and I introduce myself as Elmarin of Yvres, and I'm here to speak with the mayor.
So the guards are stood behind the gates that are chained. And they look like well-dressed, sort of well-armored soldiers. Can I ask you who is approaching?
Elmarin of Yvres, and I will use my my ability of etiquette nobles to introduce myself and give them a good old Bretonian flourish as I recognise their accent. I'm here to speak with the mayor.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Elf.
Well, the pleasure is all mine, I assure you. We need to speak to the mayor. We've been informed that we need permits to venture upon into the hills.
Yeah. Yes, you'll need to meet with Lord LaRue.
That's correct, Lord LaRue, who I believe is currently acting mayor of this town.
He is not the acting mayor. He is Lord of the land.
Oh, well, I now understand that clearly. Thank you for informing me. Yes,
one of them who isn't talking keeps looking at Mordek as if he recognises him from somewhere.
Hey, bygone, what did I miss here?
We've
I was only
gone
gone
up
5 minutes, and now there are Bretonians in the heartland.
We've gone
I
up,
think Bretonians are the least of our worries.
I don't know. We've gone up to the mayor's house in the village to
Who
get
is definitely
permits
not a
to go into the hills.
necromancer.
But they're clearly Bretonians, and clearly probably the same Bretonians whose camp we were in long ago. And there's a fair chance that we're going to have to kill this Lord LaRue. But that's not Hagen saying that. That's just me saying that.
Yeah. And you may have removed the genitalia of one of their friends once upon a time. Anyway, back into character.
The Lord, he is not present at the moment, but you are happy to come in and await for him in the guest room. The lady of the house is there, Lady Valerday.
Then we shall graciously accept the hospitality of your lord until such a time as we are able to make conversation with him. Turn around to the guys and give him the old, he's been welcomed. And then Mordek, best behavior.
I always be on my best behavior.
So, if you see here, there is a large box, and he points to this sort of big wooden crate. If you would
That'd be
care
a very
to put
nice
your,
box there, lad.
if you care to put your weapons here, you can travel through, and we will take you to the house.
Now you see, these gentlemen are my bodyguards, and obviously, as you can understand, like you do for your lord, they are required to be armed. And I'm going to use, I'm using some of my old skills here. I'm going to use cat tongue to convince them. I'm going to do a charm thing, and I'm going to convince them that that's all okay. And do they find me attractive? Whispered my hair.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Just saying, I'm a very beautiful elf. You know, they probably
You
mistake
are.
me as a woman because
You
know.
you are a pretty princess.
So if that's okay, with you,
Princess.
Jim, I shall cat tongue them now, and let's see if I can pull this off. Charm, and I get blood. No, challenging. There we go. I have succeeded.
Yeah.
And therefore,
So, it started to be a little bit coy. Look, you know, if you leave your weapons here, I'll give you this nice flag of parley, and they've got like a little stick with a little white pendant on it. Yes, you can travel in peace with this.
When they wave that, I'm just going to kind of say to Mordek in Kazalid, the dwarf tongue, that's the Bretonnian flag.
Mordek looks very stern at this.
I now start citing old Bretonnian laws along with Empire laws, and I'm going to use blather to confuse them. So we now have to do an opposed charm roll. I'm going to convince them that allowing them to enter their weapon, come in with their weapons. So they've only got a bigger 0, apparently, if they've got any charm. So I'm basically like citing Bretonnian laws and random Bretonnian laws because I don't know many Bretonnian laws. But then I'm
You're
also
only allowed
finding...
to bring a pig to market on a Wednesday.
yes, and because of this,
You have the feeling this would normally work, but there seems to be something opposing you. Not directly, but maybe indirectly. Maybe someone has power over them.
Okay.
You could say they're enthralled.
I mean, that's kind of where I was thinking. Okay, so all of my finest talents and skills of talking and whatnot is not going to get us through here. I tell you what.
You can tether your horses and carts up here as well. They would be completely safe. You have my word. I would not lie to one as lovely as yourself, Master Elf.
Once again, thank you for your kind compliments. I fear my friends, however, will not part from their weapons. So perhaps we could come to an arrangement where my armed guards will remain outside, and I shall venture in with...
Can we see many people in the camp?
This big tent, yeah, there's movement from inside, and armed men come and go from the tent itself, but they don't go near the house.
If something goes wrong, I expect you all to come and rescue me.
So, I mean, if
I'll say to
through,
Dan in Elvish, perhaps the Lord won't come out during daylight.
it is getting dusky now.
Perhaps we'd be better off returning when the sun's up.
Yeah, so when do you suppose your Lord will return?
He says he will be back soon. He's gone to see some comrades up in the hills.
Then perhaps we'll just return in the morning then. Well, do you think he'll be here in the morning?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Then we shall return in the morning then. I feel that my friends are unlikely to want to pass their arms, and I would not want to cause trouble in the Lord's home. So I will graciously, obviously, accept the hospitality, but we will return in the morning. But I would ask that we take our leave and perhaps have a note to allow the innkeeper to hold us for the night.
Because you have been so nice and friendly and very gorgeous. Yeah, I will. Yeah, but I have one myself. I will just alter it a little bit. Please do not tell them who did this. And he gives you this note.
Don't worry, your secret's completely safe with me. Gives him a little subtle wink.
So just to recap, while I was gone, we somehow came into a camp of Bretonians who were being led by a vampire.
So we had to go talk to the Lord to get permission to go into the thing. It turns out that if the halflings misbehave, the Lord takes their children. Their graveyard has definitely not had bodies that have crawled their way out of the graves. And there is definitely nothing remotely necromantic going on, and I'm sure that there's nothing like that involved.
Right. Why are there Bretonians here?
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet.
But clearly, this Bretonian lord, Hugo LaRue, has decided that he has taken this land and is now lord of it. Of course, nobody in the Empire is aware of that yet. So we may have to put an end to that misconception as well as rescuing the halfling children and putting down the necromantic influence of either him as a vampire or just a normal necromancer.
We only came for some plants.
That's the exact same thing. I said, how do we always end up in this trouble? And of course, Hagen said it's our divine will.
It suddenly dawns on you that you're traveling with a very aggressive man in Hagen. Yeah, he, like you say, you've come to pick some plants and gather some water. He's on about stabbing some bastard's head in with a hammer. Yeah? And all his friends.
I mean, to be fair, they're Bretonians, so...
I mean, the elves actually, find the Bretonians more palatable than the Empire.
Hagen is he's found himself to be more and more driven after the events in Middenheim. He's becoming something of an Ulrican fanatic, to be honest with you.
Currently, as well, you do know that the Bretonians have a foothold in Ubersreich.
That's miles away from here, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That won't last long.
But the description that the landlord gave you about the Lord, it rang a bell from the Bretonian camp where there was a really large lady, a really tall, big lady. She was even bigger than the guards captain. The nice guards captain who travelled with you for a while.
Then you wonder why you have trust issues.
And you seem to remember the Chevalier de Sang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone loves blood knights.
Yeah.
So I say we burn down the camp, the cottage, and everything. And
I
then
assume
start
you're saying
blasting.
this well out of...
Oh, yeah, when we're well away.
What about the halflings?
Yeah, we can't.
No, not the village. Them. I'll gesture back to where the Bretonians and definitely not vampires are.
Well, I think we would first need to search the manor house. The children may be held captive there, plus any other servants who may be being forced against their will to serve.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but if those children have been taken, there's a
probably
good
too
chance
late.
they're not alive. They were likely, if this truly is an infestation of vampires, as you so rightly predict, most likely anyway, they've probably been draining them.
They wouldn't have taken them as captives.
I'll
Rather
have to see that
food.
with my own eyes.
Walking blood banks.
Yeah, exactly, Mordek. I mean, sometimes the calculus of war, unfortunately, Hagen comes into effect, and sometimes, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
If there are truly vampires preying on this village, then their needs trumps the needs of getting into a wizard's tower by Ulrich's law.
Yes, but I'm sure Ulrich understands that the four of us don't really want to take on at least probably 2 vampires and an entire retinue in a bout of fisticuffs. I think we need to use everything that we can to gain advantage here. And thinking about it logically, I agree with Ilmara in the chances of those children being alive with a heartbeat are insignificant, marginal at best.
I understand, Johan, and you're probably not wrong. So I'll go in alone, and if I don't come out, burn it down.
This isn't helping with our odds of success. Don't take this the wrong way. You're not known for subtlety.
No, I'm not.
If you give away what we're doing, then we're back to the original problem of then there now only being 3 of us taking on at least 2 vampires and a camp full of followers.
That's on
and
the proviso they don't turn you into one of them.
Surely that would go against Ulrich's wishes. We're allowing these monsters to survive.
Exactly. So then we're back to being a party of strong Ulrican warriors striking against the evil of the undead together. I appreciate my brothers.
So that's why we need to go with the plan of ambush them in the night.
Ambush them in the day.
In the day.
In the day.
Which is their night because they're blood-sucking monsters, and just burn them.
And at the very least, even if they're not vampires, you've removed Bretonians from sovereign empire lands.
I mean, they're all monsters, so...
You remember from the Bretonian camp, the big red knight, the woman, she was out and about in the daytime.
Yeah. I'm happy to strike at them during the day. We can try to sneak into the property and see what we can find. But I can't simply destroy the manor without knowing.
Okay. Johan, you have the ability to make bullets, do you not?
Given the right resources, I can.
I suggest that you make friendly with the halflings of this village and take their silverware.
Well, I mean, I have silver.
Okay. I mean, I have a lot of silver coins, actually. Valid point.
If they have a smithy, perhaps they will allow me to.
I'm worried that might draw a lot of attention to us. I feel that we are most likely being watched.
Well, I would need a smithy in order to work.
Yes. Well,
perhaps they would allow me to work in privacy, as engineers are known for having secrets.
Okay. Well, you tell me how many silver shillings you need to make bullets out of silver.
And let's hope that... I mean, I'm no expert on hunting vampires. My knowledge is more mathematical and engineering based, but
if we've killed demons, we can kill vampires.
I fear our chances are dramatically reduced by having to go into the cottage first.
I'm afraid that our friend Hagen here has once again set his mind to a task, And as we all know, we cannot remove that task from his mind. And I would be a poor friend if I allowed him to travel alone.
I agree. However, I think our chances of allowing these monsters to survive are we've basically gifted them this area.
Well, if we go in during the day and they're asleep, we'll strike them down. If we become overwhelmed, some can withdraw and make their way back to Green Mill and notify the rest of the Empire of the risk here. I'll hold them off if necessary.
We have a sound plan, or at least a plan. So I guess Johan's going to be heading off to the blacksmith with our silver shillings.
If there is a blacksmith.
And we're staying at the inn overnight and then coming back in the morning, right?
Is there a blacksmith?
It is all closed up, the blacksmith.
Is there a house attached to the blacksmith?
There is.
Omarin, do you reckon you could smooth talk the halfling into allow me to work?
I shall do my best. And I go and knock on the door.
Okay, there's no answer.
I do that thing that people do when they peer through windows trying to see if there's anybody inside. Hello? Still no answer?
There is no answer.
Should we try the tavern?
I try the door to the blacksmith. Has it been locked?
Yes.
Has it been locked? Let's find out. Is it like a lock, like a key lock, or is it like a?
It's got no keyhole on it, so you would expect a latch maybe at the back of the door.
Oh no!
So close.
Damn it! I thought I finally might get to use my random spell. No, I don't unlock it, unfortunately. All right, to the tavern then. Maybe the blacksmith's there.
Yes. So yeah, the landlord stood there. When he sees you, he picks a tankard up from underneath the bar somewhere and starts polishing it.
And I show him a little bit of paper that says we can stay in his establishment.
Okay. We've got a common room out back, so you're happy to use that. No one else is staying there, so there's 10 beds to choose from. So
Fantastic.
Pick whichever ones you want, and then crash.
We also require the help of the blacksmith. Do you know where we might find them?
What do you need a blacksmith for?
I need to use his forge.
It's not been working.
Perhaps I could assist.
He's not very approachable gentleman. He recently lost his lad.
My condolences.
You don't even know where he's gone.
Oh, as in his son is missing.
As you're standing there, you hear from out of the night some choked howls, as if they're like wolves out there that are literally being throttled as they howl.
What, out into the hills?
Yeah,
or in the village itself.
up in the hills, but they do sound quite close.
As if they could be close enough to say be in that camp.
They sound closer than that camp.
Do you often get wolves this close to the village?
Well, we're not likely to be, but that's why we shut the doors and stay inside. Hopefully the children won't disappear. There's not many of them left now.
Is there a way for me to access the roof? I'm genuinely asking the tavern master.
You want to go up on the roof?
If possible. I might be able to see where the wolves are. See how close they are to the village.
Well, yeah, if you go into the common room, you'll have to fetch for a ladder out back and get that up. But there's like an hatch and it leads onto the roof. It's a flat roof. So
I'm going to go into the car room. Could I pull off some acrobatics that could get me up without having to go get the ladder?
you're real Marvin, of course you could. But you'd have to make a roll to convince me you could.
But I pass.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of stand back a bit and then you sort of run at the building and you parkour your way to the top of the building using windowsills and the sign that slightly breaks as you sort of pull on it. One of the chains sort of snaps, so now it's just sort of hanging. A big hairy toe.
I'll make my way to sort of the tallest point of the roof, and I'll look over the village, using my night vision and my acute senses sight to see if I can see where the wolves are.
Okay. Up on the first ridge, there looks to be 6 big wolf-like shapes, and they're just sort of sat there.
I shall communicate this down to the team.
Coming down the path, there's at least 4, but they look like humanoid figures, but they're walking on all 4s, or rather running on all 4s.
And they're making their way down the path.
And as you sort of keep a look, around, sort of down the track comes very thin, look like halflings, very slow moving halflings, almost shambling down.
You're going to say that. And they're heading towards the village.
Yeah, they're coming. They're not actually coming from the path where the cottage was, but they're coming from the other side, which is where the graveyard was, and they seem to be sauntering around there. They don't seem to be getting closer to where you are, but they're sort of milling around by the graveyard.
Okay, then I swing back down and meet back up with Johan and Hagen and give them those exact details and explain that there's a shambling mess.
There's 6 big wolves, there's some shamblers around by the graveyard, and there's at least 4 sort of humans running on all 4s.
Well, I think that answers where I will say very, very quietly to the other 2 so no one can overhear. I think that answers where the halfling children are.
Indeed.
Perhaps, but perhaps they're just normal. Perhaps they're adult. Maybe they're the halflings that pulled themselves from the graves in the first place.
There's only one way to find out.
Aye. Hagen starts marching off towards the graveyard. Well put, Elmara.
Ilmarin, however, is going to use the rooftops to move with bow in hand.
So as you sort of reach back to the top, I'm not going to make you roll again because you're quite impressive last time. You sort of climb back up and you see Hagen going off towards the gate.
Yeah, I'll go along.
Something catches your eye to the right, and you look down, and there's 3 of these on all 4 human things, sort of scraping at a door at the bottom of the village. The door of like a house.
Are Hagen and Johan out of earshot now?
You could probably shout out to them, but if you shout, there's obviously other things that could hear you.
Then I will move to intercept the 3 creatures that are from the rooftop. However, I will ready to fire an arrow shot.
You move over to that side, and you're within arrow shot of them, and you notice that one of them is now climbing through the window of this house.
I will loose a shot. Oh no, I missed. I'm out of rerolls.
You have fortune points?
No, I used all of those earlier.
He only has one,
Oh.
remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I had 2. Thank you very much.
I thought you burned one of your fate points.
That was fate. Yeah, not fortune.
Oh, yeah, fortune mirrors fate.
Oh, does it?
Mhm.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
If you burn a fate point, you lose a fortune point as well.
Remind me what you
Permanently.
used the fate point for.
To beat Mordek in a drinking competition. It was still no regrets.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, I fired the bow.
Yeah,
It's a
the
warning. It's a
arrow-
warning shot.
Yeah, the arrow hits the top of the door, and one of them sort of looks round, and it's almost like a cat as it sort of sets itself up. But then one of them, the one that was next to it, now climbs through the window.
Damn it. Looks like. I mean, obviously, I'll if it comes back round to me, I'll shoot again.
It stood in the middle of the street, and it's sort of you definitely get another shot at it.
Yeah. Okay. I will fire again, trying to protect the people. Ha! Definitely hit this time.
Oh, you certainly do. So you fire it straight into its body, doing 12 damage. Okay, it thuds in. It doesn't wince or pull away. It sort of knocks it to the side a little bit, but it's back up again looking, scratching on the floor.
What are these things? I'm guessing it's somebody else now, or
And then it disappears down the side of the building.
trying to protect the people in that little house. Is that has both gone through the window? No, the other two gone through the window at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. I might try to do some acrobatics and slide off the roof and go straight through the window, sword in hand.
Nice.
And we shall leave it there. Hagen gets up to the graveyard and looks upon probably about 13 very pale, very skinny halflings.
They're definitely dead. You never find skinny halflings otherwise.
So thank you very much for watching us, everyone. We very much appreciate it. We should be back next week, hopefully. Everybody here next week?
I am.
So back
Good
to
to
normal
go.
week. Hopefully Dan will be with us. He's had trouble with his computer, which is why he disappeared earlier on. More than
Yeah.
Dan, because obviously we've still got Elmar and Dan. But yeah, hopefully he should be back up and running properly next time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for bearing with us because of the loss of notes and things. But hopefully that'll be back to normal again when we next meet. If not, I'll be rewatching a lot of episodes. But yeah, thank you very much. Thanks to my players. Later this week on Garblag, what do we have? We have tomorrow night.
I think we've got Heroic Deeds starting tomorrow. don't we?
Heroic Deeds.
Yeah, episode 1.
Fantastic. And then
So,
Garblag North America, Jeff is out and Matt has guests. So I'm not 100% sure that there will be a show tomorrow night on
Okay.
Garblag North America. But if there is, it'll be a one shot.
so those out there that don't know what Heroic Deeds is this Pete's not altered but modified version of D&D? Is that right?
Yes, it's
Fifth edition.
it's kind of based off of a mixture of RPG systems. Pete's taken elements from a lot of
Excellent.
very well-known RPGs,
Okay.
and yeah, it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to giving it a go. So we made
Cool.
characters last week. and
Okay. How about Friday? Have we got anything going on Friday?
Friday, Josh starts Blades in the Dark, where Ben and myself and Tyler and Pat will be forming a crew of smugglers in the city of Duskfall. What could possibly go wrong?
What could indeed go wrong? And next week, Monday, nothing on Mondays. Have we got Aliens on Tuesday?
I believe so. Yeah.
Excellent. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Please join us on Discord if you haven't already. Lots of good conversations on there to do with role playing. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Good night.